And welcome to our release party. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and I'm so excited to see all of you here. I see so many of you coming in from all over the United States and all over the world, and we are so excited to have a party with you tonight. I don't have any fruit salad here. I could use one tonight, but sorry I was a little bit late. I don't know what's happening with that. Sorry I was a little bit late. I had to upload a banner to our website because our new release is now live over at ginakdesigns.com. Well, it is exciting tonight. We've got a couple of our illustrators that are going to be joining us in just a little bit. But the first thing I thought I would do tonight is show you the brand new incentive. Now, normally I show you the incentive ahead of time on Facebook and on Instagram and things like that. But I didn't do that this time. And I want to show you this one, and I want to show you with it too, because it's really, really a cute set. So here it is. And of course, once again, I forgot to take all these sets out of the package. So check out this stamp set. Oh, I'm going to rip the package. We'll have to repack that one. Isn't that cute? Look at the snowflakes, that little snowflake corner. So let me tell you about our incentive. If you're new to Gina K Designs, this set is yours free with any $75 purchase. You don't have to put it in your cart. It will automatically ship for you. So this is called Peace, Love, and Joy. I wasn't sure if I said and or just peace, love, joy. And this is, let me tell you some things that you can use this for. One thing that this would be fantastic for is a gift card holder. It would also be a beautiful way to decorate the corner of your envelopes for the holidays. And it also makes, obviously, beautiful cards. So I want to show you a little card project I made with it. And I've got a couple sneak peeks of other things that you're going to see in a little bit. But here's a card that I made with it. And I just used some white embossing powder on craft cardstock. I stamped it on both corners. I added a few little sequin embellishments there. Can you see those, Tom?
I can.
Okay, good. And then I added this peace and shadow die, and I added the words love and joy. So this is a really fun little set, and it makes really fast cards. So I'll probably use this set for a 5-minute card video in the future, because there's lots of cool emboss resist techniques that you can do and other things like that. So that one is free this month with any purchase of $75 or more. It automatically ships. We have our wonderful girl, Karen, who is amazing. She takes care of every single order. Thousands and thousands of orders go through her hands after a new release or every month. And what she does is she looks at your order. She makes sure that your total is $75. If it is, she takes this stamp set and she staples it right to your invoice. So that's where you're going to find it, right on your invoice. And then she turns the orders over to the girls that pick and pack and ship. And so that's how you get your order, because Karen does that. So she's amazing. I don't know how she keeps track of everything she does. All right. Well, where's Tom? Let's see, Tom. How are you, Tom?
Whoops.
There you are. Happy release night.
Where are you at here?
I'm all over the place. The wheels are coming off. How are you?
Quite. A little bit. early. I'm great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing great.
Quite an exciting night.
It is. I thought we should wear Santa hats, and I left them on the dryer at home.
Well, that's perfect.
So you know what? We're going to wear Santa hats this month, though, because we're going to be making lots of Christmas cards. And although Tom recently got a cowboy hat, we're going to talk about that in a future release. I mean, in a future video coming up in the next couple of weeks. But he recently got a beautiful cowboy hat from Marianne Denyer.
Yes.
And he absolutely loves it, right, Tom?
Quite spectacular.
Yeah, so he's going to be wearing that soon. But we do have Santa hats too. So I just see lots of people coming in, and I'm just giving it a second for everybody to get here. Welcome, welcome, everyone. We are so glad to see you. Okay, so we've got two of our illustrators joining us tonight, but not everybody could join us tonight. So I'm going to take a moment and show you a stamp set. It was one of the very first stamp sets that I showed on our Facebook group. First little sneak peek, and I'm going to show it to you tonight. She can't be with us tonight. Two of our illustrators have little babies, and they are really, really busy. I'm sure some of us remember, right, what that was like to have little babies. Now some of us have little grandbabies. I don't, but I know a lot of you guys do. And so that can be kind of busy, especially this time of the night. I don't know. What did we used to call this time of night, Tom? Like the witchy hour, the witching hour? The kids would always be crazy right around just before bedtime. So I understand why they can't make it, but I want to show you this gorgeous stamp set right here. So this is called, I'm going to back out a little bit. This is called Peace on Earth. You know, we've got a lot of peace stamp sets, things with peace. We've got Peace, Love, and Joy Incentive, and we've got Peace on Earth. This is a gorgeous, the kit should be up. Everything should be up. I know Sammy is watching, so the kit should be up. And just make sure, see what happens sometimes is there's a page 2 on that What's New tab. So make sure you go to the bottom and then click on the next page if you don't see something that you're looking for in the What's New category. But I know Sammy's on it. She's looking over everything. So if anything is wrong, she's fixing it. Okay, so this stamp set, look how big that is. That is huge. I mean, here's my card. Look at that. There's my card. Look how big that is. That's like almost a whole card front right there. Isn't that amazing? So all of those fun background techniques that we've all been doing together over the last few months, you can make gorgeous backgrounds and stamp these huge greetings on top. This one, it says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This one says, let there be peace on earth and goodwill toward all. And then she's got Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So this is so fun. This is Emily's handwriting. She does all of this by hand, and this is her hand lettering. So such a fun set, and that is now available as well in the What's New category at GinaKDesigns.com. Okay, I'm going to show you one more because her sister Hannah has drawn something absolutely beautiful. So Hannah has been doing birthday flowers. You go back to my front shot if you want, Tom, because I've been very, I was supposed to undo all of these before the live, and I forgot to do that. So Hannah has been doing birthday flowers for us every month, and we're now up to September, and she has drawn the most gorgeous floral this month. I absolutely love this. This set is called Thankful Heart. And wait till you see it. Check this out. Look at this sunflower. Oh my word. Is that just amazing? So these images were really, really big. And because there weren't like full leaves and things, we decided not to do a die set for this one. But seriously, when you stamp this, check this out. Here we go. A2 card right here. Look at that. That takes the whole card front up. Isn't that gorgeous? You could actually do a single layer card, color that, and just die cut a greeting, a grateful or thankful greeting right on there. And this is one of those stamp sets that I absolutely have to color. I'm going to have to do this in a live. This, I just want to do it all in white embossing powder. I want to do my emboss resist technique with something like warm glow ink or a real soft craft. And then I want to go in with colored pencils and Gamsol and just highlight everything. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? So this one is called Thankful Heart by Hannah Drapinski, and that is also on the What's New page already. So, all right, had to show that. That is gorgeous. Well, we have a very special guest waiting in the wings. She is one of my besties, and she always comes to the lives. So let's give her a very warm welcome. Welcome, Lisa Hetrick. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
So good to see everyone. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm just super excited. We have so many great things to share tonight. It's just really exciting.
We really do. And did you see the sneak peek that I shared of yours?
I did.
I shared, it's such an interesting image, and I can think of so many fun ways to use it. You know, just like your anchor image where we added flowers and everything to it. This is Lisa's brand new set, and it is called Forever. There we go. Look at that. Oh,
it is called Forever.
Look at that gorgeous set. Lisa, tell us about this set and your inspiration.
Okay. So the inspiration behind this set is I really I'm not ready to let fall go because fall is getting started. And I wanted to do something with marigolds. I feel like marigold is like that forgettable flower, right? But I have so many beautiful marigolds in my garden. And I've really been into like doing these wreaths. And this element in the stamp set, the chicken wire circle element, is kind of a nod to creating wreaths for your card fronts, which is like your front door, right? So kind of like that. And I wanted to kind of set us all up for creating beautiful wreaths as we head into this wonderful season. From fall to Thanksgiving to Christmas, that this was an element in your stamp collection that you could use over and over and mix and mash. And of course, it's in proportion to all of my other stamp sets. And I have a little sneaky surprise I want to share, a little something extra I'm giving everyone this month. It's got the companion die set, all the leafery, all the greenery. And there's beautiful little marigolds that you could color in or you could use to create patterns.
Oh, yeah.
One more little thing. I don't want to tip it off, but there's a new master layout set coming out tonight. People probably saw it. There's several dies in that set that will work around that wreath element. So I'm always trying to think of ways that we can mix and mash the things that are in your stash and things that you might be interested in and how to show you how to use them together. So,
well, can I just read? I don't know if everybody can see this, but yes. Lisa has a small forever right here. You can see that. Yes. So it says forever. And then you can pair that with these forever thankful, forever grateful, forever blessed. I love that. These are perfect for Thanksgiving. And I agree with you, Lisa, although we do start our Christmas stuff in September, we also keep doing fall stuff in September because I am very much like you. I'll go back and forth. I'll make a couple Christmas cards, but I'm not ready to give up fall. And this is gorgeous. So let's see what you made. We'll give Lisa the full screen.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have several inspiration pieces here to share with you today, and some of the master layouts are in here too. So here is a really fun card using all the elements and the companion die, and using this new, I'm going to tip it a little bit so you can see it, little scallop die that's coming out tonight, this circular scallop die that can go around that element just to create these really fun floral sprays.
Oh, Lisa, can you bring that closer to the camera so we can see it? Look at how gorgeous that is.
So all these cute little floral sprays. And you know me, I say it every month. I say it all the time in my tutorials that the stamps are the star of the show, right? So we're using all of the different colors, some colors of fall and little pops of pink just to create some fun cards.
That is beautiful. Now, Lisa, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to go out and come back in because you're freezing quite a bit. And I want to see just maybe if you go out and you come back in, if we can get you a better connection.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll just go back to my camera here. Okay. And then we'll bring you right back in as soon as you come back.
All right. Let me hit the.
Okay. All right. We just moved Lisa out, and let's go back to this overhead shot because I want to just talk about the stamp set a little bit. Yeah, I think it was just Lisa's that's freezing up. I'm not freezing up here at all, so we're not glitching. I think it was just Lisa, and so hopefully she'll come back in and she'll be fine. But this element, now that Lisa has talked a little bit about this, when you go into places like Hobby Lobby and At Home and all of these places that have houseware products, you see so many wreaths and so many elements that have this chicken wire background where you can like hang photos and stuff from it. So now that I have heard her explanation of this is going to be a hard one for me to put away. I'm going to want to make poinsettia wreaths on this. I'm going to want to make fall wreaths on this. I have so many individual kinds of flowers that would be gorgeous for that. So I see she's back in and she's looking good now. So we'll bring her in. Hey, Lisa.
Hello.
Here she comes. Okay. So that should be better now. We'll put you back on solo screen so you can show some more of your cards.
Okay. Sorry about that. You never know with the interwebs, right? Okay. So I have a really fun card to share here that, if you notice, is a little bit of a mashup of Bloom and Grow, which is the stamp set from August, and Forever. So all of the different elements, the sunflower elements and the marigold, pair really nicely and are coordinated proportionally to work really well together. So I love that. Super excited for that.
That's gorgeous.
Here is a fun one. So when I popped back in, Gina was talking about the wreath element and how you see it's kind of a home decor kind of element. So I've used it here in this card and used a little bit of that copper embossing powder in the back there. So you can kind of take a look and use it as a graphic element to kind of nest those the leaf elements for fall. So Forever Grateful, loving that.
That's gorgeous. And I love the way you use the big wreath, the big chicken wire element, almost like a background stamp.
Yes, like a background stamp in those threes. And then here's another fun floral spray.
And I'm just going to say, everybody, I know Lisa is still freezing up a bit. I'm not sure why, but you know, sometimes depending on who in her neighborhood is on the internet and doing some weird things, it might be freezing up a little bit for that. Sorry, Lisa. Okay, so it's kind of in and out, but
is it? That's so weird because I don't see any of it. So, well, do you want me to? I've got a ton of cards to share, but I've got a new tutorial video that's launching tonight, so that might be more helpful to people. But I also wanted to share we've got 2 card idea sheets this month.
Oh, wow. 2?
So,
oh my goodness.
One that shows the 8 card ideas for the Forever stamp set, and one that shows 8 more ideas mashing up Bloom and Grow and Forever.
Oh, that's brilliant.
If you've already gotten this stamp set, if you've already picked up the Bloom and Grow stamp set, here's a whole bunch more ideas if you're planning on picking up the Forever stamp set. So super fun.
That is super fun. Yeah, I mean, you know, it seems to freeze up more when you hold something up in front of the camera, but if you hold something up in front of the camera, we could see one of your beautiful cards. It'll be like a photograph, so we don't mind. And we only have a couple more minutes with Lisa, but I want to see a couple more of her cards, and I know you guys do too. So what else do you have?
Okay. So I shared this floral spray. I wasn't sure if I got knocked off sharing it.
Oh, you might have. You could come in a little closer on that.
How's that?
Let's see.
So we've got that floral spray.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes. So that's also using one of the new master layout circles.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Looks like the sun. Looks like a
Yes,
sunrise. It's gorgeous.
makes it kind of look like the sun. Here's another spray. This is also tipping off one of the sentiments in Argita's new set. So
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that the sentiments are kind of nice companion little sentiments there. So this is kind of fun. Just different options for it. And then again, this one was another mashup of using the Bloom and Grow stamp set and using the marigolds in this set to create pattern backgrounds and just kind of nesting them together and just kind of super fun.
I love that. And I love, Lisa, I love the way you stamp your line art images in color too.
Yes.
I don't always think to do that. And that looks so beautiful.
Yes, because
really
your
beautiful.
inks, when you layer the Gina K inks, when you layer them on top of each other, they're very much like watercolor. So you can see the color underneath them. So it creates a lot of extra texture and dimension in your card without creating all the height in your card. And that's what
It does.
about
It
doing.
does. That's really smart. Well, I know Lisa is going to be going into our Facebook group and she's going to be sharing all of the cards that she made. She also has a phenomenal YouTube channel. So if you're here on YouTube, make sure after the live that you head over to her YouTube channel because she usually posts a product tour video and gives you all kinds of creative ideas on how to use the new stamps and dies that she's come out with every month. So head over there. It is Indigo Jade Art, Lisa Hetrick, either one you type in. And if you ever want to find Lisa and you can't find her on YouTube or you can't find her on Instagram, you can always go to ginakdesigns.com, hover over the About tab, and our team, click on that and all of our faces pop up and you can get all of Lisa's social media right there and you can find her. Lisa, this new set is amazing. I love it. I love this.
Excited.
There it is. This, oh my goodness. This is, this one's not going to leave the desk, I don't think. It's going to stay close.
I've got some samples over here with the new kit using that. So everyone stay tuned for that. That'll come into the Facebook group as well.
That'll be awesome. Yes, I haven't revealed that yet, but after that reveal and we do a product tour, that'll be great. Yeah. Lisa, thank you so much for being here tonight and taking time. We love you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks so much for having me. And I'll see everybody in the group.
Sounds good. Bye, Lisa.
Bye, everyone.
Lisa is awesome. This set, again, it's called Forever, and it's available now at GinaKdesigns.com. And yes, it does have a coordinating die set if you like that. I know some of you like to fussy cut, but I like dies because they just make it easy to cut everything out. All right, so hopefully we're not having any glitches here on our end, and we already have our next illustrator waiting in the wings. But before we bring her in, because I know she's going to inundate us with some amazing samples, I did want to show you Argita's new set because Lisa talked about it and she showed one of the little greetings in it. So let me open this up and oh boy, I really didn't do my job today. And let me show you this beautiful new set called Grateful Blooms. Now, Argita also stuck with more of a fall theme for this month. So we have fall and we have Christmas and holidays. I love this set. This is a must color for me. This is exactly the kind of floral images I love to color because they're just these big open petals, very simple, great for that emboss resist. Plus, I love when she does these single images so that I can cut them and mix and match them, create my own bouquets. And this one does have a die set, so you can cut the large image out. We don't always do that, but we do that with some of them so that you have some options for that. And then, of course, we have the big flower and the 3 leaf elements. And I wanted to read to you a few of these greetings. This is a more elegant grateful. In her last set for fall, she did a grateful that was very kind of whimsical and simple. This is a more elegant one. So this is going to be for your gold embossing or your your more formal types of cards. So it's got grateful for you, grateful to call you my friend, grateful to have you in my life. So very grateful. Then it's got Thanksgiving wishes. And then it's got these two greetings. Now you can use these as inside greetings, but you can also use them as outside greetings. This one says, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Oh, I love that. And then there is always something to be grateful for, which is a classic. So this is the new one by Arjita Singh, and that was one of the greetings that Lisa used in her card sample. So you'll be seeing that over in our Facebook group a little bit later on this evening. And I see all of you saying the website is working so well. So let's go back to my face, and
Arjita's here.
Arjita's here. Hi, Arjita. Arjita, your new set is gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful talent with us. And I just need to do a shout out here because the website is just humming tonight. So a big shout out to Bridget and to Rich and to our host who's watching. They even have the host watching tonight, Tom. They upgraded a node. I don't know what that means. Last time I heard the word node, it was something on a vocal cord that needed to be removed. But they added a node to our website to make it like hyper speed fast. And you know what I always say? I always say that to my friends at One Click. I want my website as fast as Amazon on Black Friday. And they always laugh at me, but somehow I think they've pulled it off. So thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Rich. And thank you from everybody at One Click Wisconsin for taking care of us and making all our internet high-speed dreams come true. All right. Well, now we have my lovely friend, one of my longest time stamping friends. She's been with me forever, almost since the very beginning. Let's welcome her, Melanie Menschinger. Hi, Melanie.
Oh,
there you go. Hey, I could shrink down a little bit. Look at us with long hair now, Melanie.
Yeah, I blew it out.
Oh, it looks so pretty. It's so long. Well, welcome, Melanie. Melanie has come up with something that's just brilliant. And I want to show them this. And I've been getting a lot of questions in the group, and I know you have too, about what die set this works with and how genius you were about this. When I first saw this, I didn't even really think about it because I'm so scatterbrained. But look at this stamp set. This is called Winter Window. Look at this beautiful hand-drawn window. And you can just feel the kind of old-fashioned hand-drawn nature of this set. I love it so much. It's got this beautiful Christmas tree, one of those real full, fat, beautifully decorated Christmas trees with gifts underneath. It's got this fantastic valance over the top and all the images and shutters and things that you can use in it. And did you see that card that Melanie just held up? This also works with the Master Layouts window die. So that is from, which set is that, Melanie? 5?
5.
Yes, Master Layouts 5. And you can also do kind of a combination thing with it, but it is amazing. So imagine now you can cut Master Layouts 5 out, have a full frame around it that you couldn't have before in the same way, add shutters on the side, put a valance on top of that. It's amazing. So I'm gonna be quiet now, Melanie, and I'm gonna let you do some talking.
Well, I gotta thank you. I got inspired by your die. I just love that window die, and I got inspired by all of the beautiful scenes that all of our Stamp TV Facebook friends were creating. With that Time to Coast kit, you had that beautiful lighthouse outside, and then people were putting different things together with it. And I thought about how much I would love to create some stamps specifically for Christmas, but I have some other ideas as well, so that we could use that window die, but then take it to an 11 by having a frame around it and then having accessories to go with it. And so if you look at those images in there, you pointed out the valance, the little trees. It's going to work either way. We've mostly been doing outdoor scenes so that you've got those sponge backgrounds, but by having that Christmas tree, you can be peeking in and seeing what's going on inside. So it's just really fun to have that. And then depending on how you layer it, that valance, you can have it hanging behind the window die, whether you're putting it together with that Master Layouts 5 or just using my open window, whether it's inside or whether it's outside, and that is going to put the person that's looking at the card either looking in or looking out. So I'm just having so much fun with it. I always make like a ton of cards for the release, but I made even more this time because I was having so much fun with it. And I think I heard you saying you haven't shown the kit yet, but I don't know. Tell me what to show and what not to show. But I'm ready to go with the samples.
Okay, so you know what? You can go ahead and show what you made with the kit, because what you made with the kit is blowing my mind, and they're going to love it so much. And then when they see the kit and they see everything in it, it'll still be very exciting. So let's put Melanie on solo so she can go ahead and show her cards.
All right. All right. So this one here that I was showing earlier, this is actually stamped. I didn't use my open frame. I just have the die from Master Layouts 5. So this is that whole map there just with that cut out. And I'm going to show you in one of my first videos, I really, really like stamping this on a colored cardstock, because then it's going to look like that paint color coming through. The tree is not going to be a solid green. You're going to see that white or whatever that color is behind it. So this was very easy to color, and then I just used a white gel pen to go over the little lights that I have drawn within the image. And so if you've got a colored background, then putting the white lights on there with a gel pen, I mean, that really looks like little tiny white twinkle lights. So I just love how that turned out. So I have this, okay, but then hang on, let me show you how cute this is when we add one of those little penguins from the kit in the window.
Melanie, that is genius that you use the colored.
Sorry,
that you use the colored cardstock as the paint color. That's just brilliant. I wouldn't have thought to do that.
And then you really don't have to worry about getting every little, little needle colored. It's already colored, and it just looks so realistic in there. All right, so let me pop this in again because he fell out. I just wanted to be able to. I didn't adhere it because I wanted to show it both ways. Okay.
Oh my gosh, he's peeking. That is so adorable.
Okay.
That is too cute.
Then let me show you that same little one, and I left the ornament in the other room.
I'm laughing at Mindy Egan's comment because Mindy Egan just commented exactly what I thought. She said, I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah, I know. So, and I didn't even know until like 2 weeks ago when you showed us all the new sets that you were going to have these penguins. And I'm like, that's going to work for exactly what I want to do. So it has those little ornaments in the set. And so I colored one red, but I left it in the other room, like I said. But it's just the perfect scale for these different little animals. So think about the different maybe people or animal stamps that you have in your collection. I really want to try it with your Woodland Friends set from the last kit. I think that would be adorable, having those outside peeking into the window. And so,
oh my gosh,
so let me show you. So this one, here's two more. I got to show them all tonight because I'm so excited about it. So here is one where we are looking out. And so I've got the valance on the front. And I've got that little penguin outside in the snow.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh, that's beautiful. Just bring it down just a hair so we can see the valance. Oh, that is gorgeous.
And so that's just colored with just a very, very light cool gray marker and just letting that white show through. And then I used a white gel pen over all of that just to do some little sprinkling of kind of little snow flurry there. And I want to point out that little scene with the pine trees there. It is the perfect width to fit just right into that frame. So you just pop that in there. So now you're inside, you're watching the little penguin outside, and then you've got these snowy mountains in the background.
That is adorable. Oh, okay. My goodness.
Now here is my favorite penguin one, I think. And this one, I am actually using the window cutout, and I could have just stamped it on there, just that open frame, but I did the die cut. So here are the two little snuggly penguins, and I cut my mat here with that greeting from the kit to look like a little doormat. So I just did an angle on each side, and then I added those little trees to either side, and then some of the greenery, I guess, that's also in that kit.
Oh, it looks
a
like
little
mistletoe. Can you bring it down just a hair?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It
Yeah,
must be higher on
Yeah,
my.
that is so cute. And you know what, Melanie? Now I'm looking at that, and for those of you that are getting this set, Melanie's window also looks like a snow globe in a way, but more
Yes.
of a not necessarily a snow globe. What do they call that? Like
One
where
of
you
those taller ones, kind of like a cloche, but I do
Yes.
see ones that are taller. So I am going to show that in another video where I do it with the Christmas tree. I have used the Christmas tree in that shape so many times, but I did want to show this one just to see. This is just stamped in your white ink in a circle die, and so that kind of looks like a snow globe too. I didn't have time to make a base. This was kind of a last minute
Oh, that's really pretty.
card, but I wanted to show you don't always have to color this in. Another sample that I want to show, and I might have shown it really briefly when you were still talking about the set. Here is one with those shutters. And I just did some scoring on that gray mat there, and then some swiping with your white pigment pad just to weather it a little bit. So now it looks like we're outside looking in at that tree. And if you'll notice, this is just stamped in your Christmas pine ink instead of the black. And you really don't have to do any coloring when you've done it in green, because a Christmas tree is almost all needles. So really all I did on here to color it was just a red alcohol marker for the garland and the bows and a few of the ornaments. And then I just used a blender pen on the tree and a few of the other ornaments. And that is what is creating that pale green by swirling it around a little bit.
Wow. And just bring it down a hair. Look at the valance. That is gorgeous in red like that. That's beautiful. Wow. Melanie, you continue to just blow us away with everything that you do.
Thank you. And so I showed this one before. And so this is one where you can see that those dies are nested. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep my arched window on my Master Layouts 5 die sheet, just because they go together. So you see that fits right into that rectangle frame there. So this is when they are layered and cut out. So I would use some purple tape so that you can keep them together and so you have it perfectly spaced. But this is on top there. That's a layer, but you could also cut this into your mat. So I just really like how it's giving us those options for a different color window casing. And then you can see I have used the 3 different birds in the set to look like they are outside. And I'm excited to use those on different cards as well, just because those birds are going to be really versatile in scenes.
Yeah, and you know what I love about this set so much? Just like I was talking about Lisa's set and some of the other sets that I introduced tonight. Let's go side by side. I think that one of the really neat things about this is a window is something that you can use year round. So I think Melanie has the same philosophy that I do, and she always has. Yes, it's a holiday set, but how can I design this set to be something that you can use way past the holidays, that you can grab any time of the year and make your investment go much further? A window is a great way to make a masculine card.
Yeah.
You can put trees out the window, just like that with the birds, and you can have the ducks out there and all of Melanie's other things like that. Yeah. Butterflies flying out the window for warm weather. So many ways to use it. That was gorgeous. Is that a Christmas tag that you made?
Yes. So I've got these Christmas tags, but I think I'm also going to make a bunch of different windows for our tree this year. So that's the other really cool thing, that now that you have this solid shape, you can see this is cutting out the 2 layers of the die in the craft, and then just my new, just solid arched window in white for the back. So it would be so fun to put like photos behind these of your kids. I used to always make those on wood ornaments, but just making these I think would be just so pretty on the tree. And then I have the 2 in from in there. So I can show you some other tags that I made as well. So I've got these 2 little tags.
Oh, those are so cute. They're beautiful. So cute.
And then here is what that shape looks like embossed. So you have that double border there. And then I just put the little Santa sleigh on there. And those are in your champagne powder. And then it fits a lot of different things. It's a great big window. They fit on, this fits on your 3x4 block if you're not using the Misty. And I put this with one of Emily's new greetings here with the little birds flying around it.
Oh, that'd be perfect for just hanging on a bottle of wine or tying onto some home-baked bread or cookies. Yeah, really cute.
And then here are just a couple scenes. Wanted to show something without the tree. So here are a few that I was able to make. Here is one with one of Emily's greetings. And this is just stamping that end to end there twice across the bottom. So it'll perfectly cover the bottom of the A2 size card. And here's another one. So if you do it landscape style, you actually have a nice border on the outside when you just stamp it twice. And so you've got the little sleigh there and just a reverse masked moon. And then there are those little deer at the bottom. And then just some of the die cut trees here.
That is so cute. They're just beautiful.
Thank you. And one other one I wanted to show. Let's see. So this, I was really wanting to do some wallpaper inside. So a really simple living room. This is basically a single layer card, although I did use one of those little greetings from your kit, those strips. I don't remember what this stencil of yours is called, but
that is called Art Deco.
Okay, well, it's one of my favorites. So pick it up if you don't have it. But it's just so contemporary looking and pretty. And this is just blended with one of your blending brushes and just some of that soft stone ink. And it just fades out here around the edge, but it just really looks like some wallpaper behind it. And then all the coloring I did was just with 2 red markers, and that's it. The tree is stamped in green. So such an easy card. And then I put some of your bling on there. Those are some of your flat rhinestones.
Oh, those are really pretty. That is such, I mean, it looks like a very time-consuming card, but it probably wasn't a time-consuming card.
This was probably the fastest card I made out of all of them. This would be very easy to mass produce.
Absolutely. That's gorgeous. Wow. Well, Melanie, I just feel like saying, all right, thank you and good night, because there's just nothing that I can do that's going to even remotely that good. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful cards and a beautiful stamp set. So this stamp set is called Winter Window. It is available now in the What's New category. Remember, when we have a release, sometimes there's a page 2. And so when you get items that begin with W, they're going to end up on page 2. So make sure you click through the different pages to see everything that's new. You can find this stamp set and, of course, the coordinating die set that goes along with it. And with that window die, there it is, that window die that coordinates with Master Layouts 5, you can really create some elegant, beautiful window scenery. I love how you have that inside view and that outside view, and how well this works with the kit and so many of your past stamp sets and past kits. You're a genius, Melanie.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
You guys inspire me. I mean, I would not have thought about doing this had not for that die come out. So, and then all the fun scenes that everybody's making. So I can't wait to see what everybody's going to make with this. I mean, I know y'all are going to think of different kinds of scenes and different sets that I have not even thought about using with it. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
It's always fun a couple weeks after the release when everybody's getting all of their stuff, and then our Facebook group starts to fill up and Instagram starts to fill up with beautiful cards. Make sure you tag us at Gina K Designs. If you're on Instagram, use hashtag Gina K Designs so we can see your stuff. And also, Melanie's going to be working on a new video for you. So she's going to have that up possibly tomorrow, but definitely by Wednesday, I think we talked about, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I will be putting that in this week's newsletter, which will probably come out on Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. So look for that. And if you don't follow Melanie on YouTube, make sure you find her, Melanie Menchinger. You can put Melanie Gina K Designs. She comes right up. You will be able to find her. If you can't find her social media, her blog, things like that, just head over to ginakdesigns.com, click on the About tab, click on our team, and you will find Melanie's beautiful face and all of her social media links. Melanie, thank you so much. Do you have some inspiration in your hand right now?
I can't remember if I showed y'all or not, but I did make an idea set for this. So I will upload this tonight, and we'll have the PDF that you can download and print out yourself. But these are different iterations of the different tags and cards that I showed this evening. So
that's fantastic. Melanie always does an idea sheet, just like Lisa, and they post those in our Facebook group. And Melanie, do you ever send those to Sammy?
I do. Yeah, I sent it tonight.
So Sammy puts them up on the product page as well. So you'll be able to find them there if you can't find them in our Facebook group. Well, again, Melanie, I don't know. I just, every release I go, well, that's it. That's all Melanie has. She can't come up with anything new. And I've been saying that for how many years? That's it.
I can't wait for next month. I can't wait for next month, and I can't wait for November. I am so excited about those.
Oh my gosh.
They're totally
Oh my
different.
Yeah. And your sets are always great because they're always so different, and they just hit a different, thing that we need as stampers in our collection. And things like this can be used year round, even though it's a Christmas set. So that makes it even more brilliant.
Thank you.
Melanie, thank you so much for being with us.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, we'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye. Isn't that amazing? She blows my mind, the things that she comes up with. I would love to live in her brain for a day. I would definitely buckle up because that creativity is just unreal. Yes, I see a lot of you saying you love Melanie, you love Lisa, you love our illustrators, and how lucky I am to have such great illustrators. And you are 100% right. Now, one of our illustrators that couldn't be here this evening is Beth Saleka. She had an emergency swim pickup. She was going to be here, but she asked me to show her set. So I want to show this stamp set for you, and I absolutely love it. It's adorable. It's very folk art and simple, and I know you guys are going to love this one. So this is her brand new set, and it is called Winter Wonderland. Now, she is known for her mix and match greeting sets, and they're always so useful. You can use them for so many different cards, even though you have images from other sets, you can mix and match. And I just love all of this, from our home to yours, how you can kind of split that up and do part on top of the card, part on bottom of the card. Let's see, believe in the magic of Christmas, believe in the magic. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I love that she mixes those fonts together. Noel is the one that I showed in my sneak peek. And then I was going to ask her about this, and I was really hoping she was going to be here. So we're going to find out exactly what you use this for, but I think it's the scarf. I think it's the scarf that goes around this little snowman's neck, because this is a very graphic image. All of these images are graphic and crisp. I love the Charlie Brown tree, and I really think that this would be a fantastic set for our tag trio set. Now, this is a die set that we've had in our collection for a while, but we have some really big tags. So you could really do some cool tags with this, and they would be fun and graphic. This whole thing kind of reminds me of that I don't know, when you walk into some really contemporary store and you just love the whole vibe, it's super modern. That's what these images remind me of. And I feel like they would be really fun if you want to be, that could be a snowman arm too, but I think it might be the scarf, because it has a hat and a scarf, and then it's got a little face here that you can put on it. It's got buttons. Then there's like a little light here that you can decorate the tree. Snowflakes, a little bird. It's got leaves. It's got all kinds of things. I wish she was here to tell us a little bit more, but she will be in our Facebook group too. So if you have any questions about this set, you can definitely tag her. It's Beth Saleka, and she's a member of our group. So when you tag her, she'll see your question and she will be happy to come in and answer it. So I love this one. I feel like this set really needs to be used with some contemporary Christmas colors like lime green and turquoise and like a bubblegum pink. Don't you just see some of these images in those colors? Yes, the carrot nose. Thank you so much. And then it's got like these little berries here for the poinsettia that you can put in. So cute. I love this set. So if you're looking for a great set for lots of spectacular greetings and then more of a graphic style that you can use to make tags and cards, this one is called Winter Wonderland by Beth Saleka. And again, that's going to probably be on page 2 of our website of our What's New category. So that is very, very fun. It might be for the snowman's arms, but I'm pretty sure it's the scarf. That's my guess that it's the scarf.
It's the scarf and samples, they said.
Oh, it's the scarf and samples. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at all the samples. Sammy put all of those up, and I can't wait to just go into the group tonight and see all of the samples all over Instagram and Facebook. So now I want to show you a couple little fun add-on things that we have this month. And one of them is the first of many to come die plates. So we haven't done any die plates in the past, but this is our first die plate. So I'm going to show you this. This is our Peace, Love, and Joy die plate. What I love about this is you get a lot of things when you get a plate like this. So the first thing that you get, which is very fun, is a rectangle that is stitched. So you could cut that out in a color and have a stitched edge, and then cut a smaller one to drop over it, and you can use it just like a stitched rectangle. Then you've got the words peace, love, and joy. So when you cut this out, all of these letters are going to fall out that you can use as word dies, right? So you can have peace, you can have love, you can have joy separately. You can use them together as peace, love, and joy over an image. You can do fun background techniques and then cut this out, and all of those letters will drop out in those fun background techniques. You can do shaker cards where you cut this out and then you put a piece of acetate over that, and the words peace, love, and joy, all the shaker stuff will show up inside of those words. So many different ways to use this one. Or you can use it the traditional way where you would just cut it out, and then the words peace, love, and joy would drop out. Whatever background you have would show through underneath. And so this is like one of those dies that becomes like 10 different kinds of dies. I really, really love this. Make sure you check out our Facebook page and also on Instagram, because Mindy Egan did some amazing cards with this. I happen to see them on our website too, under this die plate. She did some really cool things with this. So this is available now on our website at ginakdesigns.com. It's called the Peace, Love, and Joy plate. And we're getting into plates. We've got more plates coming. They're in manufacturing right now, and I'm very excited about plates because plates make really quick and easy cards. And you know, I've been doing my 5-minute card series, and there's so many ways to use them. You can even use this as a stencil. You know, you can make your own stencil out of masking magic with something like this. So you're going to love having this in your collection. And we did overbuy these. So, you know, if you are thinking, oh gosh, I forgot to order it, don't worry, you can go back. This is, we really over ordered this one because I know it's going to be huge. And of course, I'm going to do a live video with it. I'll probably do a 5-minute card video with it. So this is definitely number one on my list of things. Okay, now I want to show you something that you all have been waiting for. And it is our newest Master Layouts die set. Now, you guys, for months and months, we are already up to Master Layouts 8. And for months and months, so many of you have said that you like to make bigger cards. So we finally did it. We did one for 5x7 cards. And I'm really excited about it because it's going to make working with the large wreath builder even more fun. It's going to be fun to create bigger scenes. Some of the images in the new kit are very big. So you'll be able to have these big poinsettias and things like that. So I want to show you all the dies that comes in this Master Layouts 8 set. Now look how big this is. Normally our Master Layouts are like, half of that, right? This is a big set of dies right here. So I want to show you, and look how many are in here. I mean, you've got a large stitch rectangle, a large plain rectangle, scallop circle, stitch circle, plain circle, a long stitched rectangle, a long plain rectangle, a stitched banner, and ribbon strips. So I'm so excited. I got to show these to you. Okay. So this is going to come in a package like this, and it's going to have a picture of the designs. Also on the back are all the measurements. So you'll kind of have a good idea of the measurements. So I like to kind of keep this with my dies. Even if you just cut out the measurements and stick them in your pocket, this is not going to fit in a stencil pocket. I think it's a little too big because our stencil pockets are 6x6. You're going to have to use a big stamp pocket for this one because the biggest one is 5x7. Actually, it's a little, well, it's not quite 5x7, but it fits inside that 5x7. So let's pull these out. Look at these. Look at the size of these dies. Okay, now for reference, of course, because you're not here with me, here is a regular A2 size card, right? And so here is what our Master Layouts 2 looks like. I'll grab one of those just so that you can see how much bigger this is. Here's our Master Layouts 2. So you can see this is huge. This is huge. Well, they don't fit on a magnet, Kay. That's why we don't put them on a magnet, because they just don't fit. They are so big that we can't fit them on a magnet. For my regular Master Layouts, if I want to put them on a magnet, it takes like 3 magnets. So it really takes a lot of magnet space. That's why I kind of like to put them in the stamp pockets. And I also, some of you have actually done a magnet wall in your craft room, which is kind of cool. You could also do something like that inside a closet door and put all your dies on it. So you've got this huge stitched rectangle, and that stitched rectangle measures 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So, when I do my die sets to fit a card, like an A2 card, I like them to sink in a little bit from the A2 size so that they're framed out nicely and you get that beautiful border. So I did the same thing with this. So this is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then of course this one is 1/8 of an inch bigger. It's 4.375. So that's 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. And that, nests perfectly in there and gives you that tiny little shadow border that I like to do on all of my cards. Then we have this. So I wanted to make sure that we could still do a wreath where we divided it in half. And you could have half of the wreath up top, half of the wreath at the bottom. You could do larger sprays like we've done in the past. But you can also use this as a panel for patterned paper. So we did one that coordinates with it, so you get that little shadow layer again. If you want to do it this way, you can just cut it and then just trim the little edge off, or the edge will perfectly match the bigger one. So I'll be showing you all of that coming up in future videos. But you can use this for a panel in the center of the card if you want. Let's say you wanted to do something, let's say you wanted to do a 5x7 card that is in this orientation, and then you wanted to have a big, bold greeting, a die cut greeting, and you wanted to have flowers all around it. So this really works nicely. You can also cut a piece of accent pattern paper and put one accent of pattern paper here, and then another one overlapped here, and then do a big circle greeting in the center if you want, kind of like that. So we've got 3 circles that nest together. we've got a scalloped circle, and this is the biggest circle that we've ever done. This is huge, but we wanted a big, huge circle. So you can use some of these big flowers and these big dies. You can use this, like Lisa said, to cut out her chicken wire design. So this is a scalloped circle. You can use this, and then you can have a plain circle inside if you want that little delicate scalloped edge going around the outside. Or if you prefer plain circles, you can use the plain circle and then have a stitched center. So that's another combination that you can use. Or you can use all three together. So you could have a white scalloped circle, a little black edge that goes in there, and then another white stitched circle, and they all work together. So they nest beautifully in there. So another die that we did, I love these because that is what you need when you have a big card like this. You can't use some kind of tiny little, wouldn't this look stupid almost, unless, you had a lot going on? I mean, wouldn't it kind of look silly to have something like that in the center? You need these big mammoth circles in there to kind of complete that big card look. So, and circles are always wonderful. And I love doing circle dies the best and oval dies because you can't hand cut them or you can't cut them with a paper cutter. So these are your most useful dies. Okay, now we've got this die. We needed a big fat banner die, right? We needed to be able to put a banner and a chunky word up at the top, over on the one side, coming up from the bottom over onto this side. This is also just a great element. So if you wanted to cut out some pattern paper and just have a little pattern paper piece going right here, just a little accent piece. But this does fit a lot of our greetings that we have in our collection. So this is a nice big flag that will work really nicely with this die set. And then this is one of my favorite dies in the set. Okay, so this is called ribbon strips. This, you can cut this out and you can create ribbon rainbows. So you can have perfectly spaced, or I'm sorry, they're all the same size is what I'm saying. So you could cut this in red, cut it in orange, cut it in yellow, cut it in green, cut it in blue, cut it in purple. And then you have tons of strips. So you can do rainbow order going down your card. You can do just a banner going across on an angle. You can do it going across this way. And we made it long enough so you can even do your strips this way. So you could wood grain your paper and cut it out with this. And then you would have actual individual planks of wood, right? There are so many things that you can do with this die right here. I love it so much. This was an afterthought too, because if you understand the way the dies are made, then you'll understand a little bit more about pricing of dies and why I was a little nervous to do a die set this big. See, they can't make this die like this. It'd be nice if they could, but they can't. So they make them like this, and then there's these little stick tabs that go in between. You guys have seen these because you buy a lot of dies that aren't already detabbed. So you know what I'm talking about, right? And then this can't fit in here because it's too big. It has to be able to have those little sticks. So that would have to go on the end here, okay? Now we can fill in a little bit. We could fill in here, we could fill in here, but then what else are you going to put in there? So these can't fit together. So this would have to go here. This would have to go there. They could probably put that one in there with little sticks, and then they could probably put that one in there. Well, dies, you pay by the steel, how much steel that this has going around the outside. This is a lot of steel, a lot of steel. So, a couple of these were afterthoughts like this. I thought, okay, I've got something, that could go in here. So let's do that. Let's add a couple little extra things. So you got some extra fun elements in this. And then we always pay our die manufacturer to do all of the detabbing for you. So there are no sharp edges. You can run your fingers around here and there aren't any pokey things at all. In fact, you will look closely and you will see they actually, when they snip them, they indent them. So there's not a little pokey thing sticking out there. They indent them because we don't want anybody to get cut on our dies. And we also don't think when you buy your dies that you should have a job to do. We don't want you to have a job. We want you to take them out of the package and start creating right away. So we love that our dies are detabbed. We love that we don't have to deal with clipping anything off. And then if the die set coordinates with the stamp set, we do provide a magnet. But you can see, I mean, like one magnet here, I mean, what would we put on that? Like that, maybe that, and this. Okay, that is really all that's going to fit on there. Then you'd need another magnet for this and this. Nothing else would fit. You'd need another magnet for this, and you'd need another magnet for that. So it would take 4 magnets just for this die set. So I hope you understand why we don't do magnets for these. Number one, it would be so heavy. And number 2, it just isn't cost effective because we do pay a lot of money for these magnets. These are made by Stamp and Storage. They are high quality. Do you see how thick that is? Look how thick that is. I'm telling you, I did this earlier today. I know some companies offer magnets that are kind of bendable. Seriously, I want to show you this. Can you put the front camera on, Tom? Okay, I want to show you this. So here's the magnet, right? Look at this. Okay, that magnet is holding that up. That's how stiff that magnetic board is. That is a big deal because the problem is if the magnet bends, the dies flip off. And so you lose them anyway. So we talked to Stamp and Storage and we worked out a deal with them where they are making these bulk for us. We've got thousands. I think we've got like 10,000 in our warehouse right now. We've got another 8,000 on the way because we always want to make sure that you have a quality magnet that you are not going to lose your dies. So that's what I wanted to show you with the magnet. Okay, so this die set is amazing. I know you guys are going to love it. And we're going to be making some big cards together, and I'm excited about that. So now what do you put this in, right? You need an envelope. I don't even know which way my hair is going today. I need a clip. So we decided to offer 5x7 envelopes. So now you can get white envelopes, 5x7s in our store. They are also in the What's New category, and they will fit all your 5x7 cards. So now you don't have to look for them. And I do want to show you that I love these envelopes. They are a nice, thick envelope, and these envelopes, you don't have to lick. Oh, here we go. You don't have to lick. They've got this peel tab with the glue. And so you can just peel that off and then stick it down so you don't have to lick those. I don't like to lick envelopes. I don't know. That's something I'm not a fan of. And some of our envelopes you do have to lick because we get our cardstock from a couple of different mills manufacture cardstock for us. And some of the mills do not offer that. But some of them do. And this mill did. So we were able to get the 5x7 envelopes. 5x7 is great. When you think about Christmas cards especially, I think people like to make big Christmas cards. They do cost a little bit extra to mail, but I mean, let's be honest. We're talking not that much extra to mail a beautiful 5x7 card. I always say, so, I mean, I remember I was teaching a class not that long ago on, before COVID on the wreath builder, and I was making square cards. And one of the students raised their hand and they said, doesn't a square card cost more to mail? And I was looking around and I was thinking about my craft room and I was thinking, yeah, that card cost me about $95 to make. I'm not going to worry about a quarter. That's just me. But you know what I'm saying, right? So to send these beautiful big cards in the mail, just don't forget that you do have to check. It does need that additional postage. Okay, so now it's time to reveal the kit. Are you guys ready for the fun of the kit? So I'm telling you, this is the release of all releases. We have a gift in this kit for you. So this kit, we did our normal kit. We added lots of extras in this kit, but we put a special gift in here that you guys are going to love. I am absolutely loving it. So here's the kit. This is called Joyful Holiday. Let me back out a little bit. It is called Joyful Holiday. It is a huge kit that comes in a clear box. So now one thing I want to tell you right now, we have I think 6,000 clear boxes on order. And we had a couple of thousand left that we have all packed up and ready to ship. And I don't know if you guys know, but there are petroleum issues out there now, shortages in petroleum. And to make plastic products, we need petroleum. So they told me that they were going to ship on September 23rd. Then they moved the date. So we're still slated to get them in plenty of time to ship everything. But if for some reason we end up with a shortage of boxes, we will let you know, and we will have to do some other type of box. Right now, we should have enough to do all of the kits that we have in stock. But going forward, if these boxes start to become more scarce, we might have to do some type of cardboard box instead. But right now, we're good. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I'm telling you, stamp manufacturers right now, stamp companies, we are struggling to get the things that we need. And the people who are making these products for us are also struggling to get what they need to make them. So even if you place an order 5 months in advance for something, if a shortage comes up, they just tell you, sorry, we have to move your date. So it's been a little bit of a struggle. But let's get into what is in this kit. So this one will come in the clear storage box. And let's start with the cardstock. Okay. First of all, you're going to have this index sheet, and I like to keep my index sheet with my plastic clear box so I know everything that's in there, and it tells you the names of everything, all of these sets as well. So we have that. Then let's look at the colors that are in this kit. So this kit has red velvet. It has turquoise sea, because we need turquoise sea for those cute penguins, right? It has jelly bean green, because we wanted it to be a little bit more of a whimsical kit. And then it's got blue denim. And blue denim, we now have envelopes for, which is really fun. So now you can get envelopes for all of these. We do have more red velvet envelopes coming. We're struggling right now because the mill is struggling to keep red going, obviously, with the holidays. So these are the 4 colors, but remember, you can always use white envelopes, and you can always decorate your envelopes with your little incentive set. So there's lots of different things that you can do if you can't always get the matching envelopes. Okay, now let's look at the stamp sets that are in here. So the first set, we'll look at Playful Penguins. Okay, I got to open these. Again, I didn't do my job beforehand.
That green isn't key lime, is it?
No, it's jelly bean. Key lime, let me find key lime here. Key lime is close to jelly bean, but I'll show you the difference. This is key lime. Can you see it's got more yellow in it than jelly bean? I don't know if you can see that. So jelly bean, boy, the lighting in here is weird, but if you took this outside, this would like glow, and this does not. So this is a more subtle color. I wonder if you could see it better like on another color. Does that look different to you, Tom?
It doesn't look that much different.
Okay, it is different in real life. So key lime is a lot more neon, I guess I would describe it as. It has a more of a neon feel. It's gorgeous color, but jelly bean is just a little bit more subdued. Okay, so here is the Playful Penguin set. So let's zoom in on these little guys, and you can see what you got here. I love them so much. You've got these 2 together, and I did say in my sneak peek today, when designing this kit, I was thinking of other ways and other times of the year that you can use this. And I feel like these penguins are just perfect for cute birthday cards. Valentine's Day, look how cute they would be for Valentine's Day. This little guy holding a heart. You could definitely use them for other things. Kids cards, so many, any winter card, any winter birthday, you could certainly use them. Okay, and then we have Winter Wishes. We have What'll I Ever Do Without You? So that is a very cute little friendship card. No, Alicia did not draw this set. She drew the next set I'm going to show you. Hope your holidays are cool. And then it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. Now, we did have that set, that greeting in an old penguin set but that set has since retired. And I love that greeting so much. I feel like if you have penguins, you have to have that. So we did it in a completely different style with that hand-lettered look, and it's a much bigger greeting in this set. Then we have all these cute little elements that can be used in your wreath builder. We have some holly leaves, some leaves that aren't necessarily winter leaves. We've got a pine leaf here. Then we've got like a little star snowflake and a regular snowflake. Got some little berries here that can go around things. We've got a Christmas ornament that your penguin can hold. We've got hot cocoa that they can hold. A gift, a candy cane, a little envelope. If you're just sending an envelope, you know, a card to somebody and it's not necessarily for a holiday, you can have them holding just a little envelope with a heart. And then this little guy has a cute little hat on. I love that. He's got a scarf. He's holding a heart, but you can always pop up one of these other little images in front of that so that it doesn't look like he's holding the heart anymore. And I love that. Now, this does come with a complete set of dies. Make sure. We have so many dies in this set. Look at how many dies are in this set. We had to do a board and a half for dies. I thought I got them all on one board, but no. So a board and a half full of dies in this set. This is a lot of dies, a lot of dies. Oh, and the little sled. So you can cut every one of these little elements out, almost every one of them. There's a couple in here that were so small and didn't make sense to cut out, but almost everything you can cut out. Like the things that they hold, you can cut out. And the sled, and of course, all of them. So you can pop them all up. And that's got 2 sets of dies with the magnetic boards. And again, okay, that fell off, but you can see that that is not like, right? That's not really, I really hit it hard, but that's not going anywhere. And they're not curving. I love Stampin' Storage boards. They are my jam. Okay, so this is called Playful Penguins. Now, the next set I want to show you is the set that my daughter Alicia drew, and I love this set so much. It is called Perfect Poinsettia. And look at this stamp set. First of all, it's huge, which is going to be fantastic for the 5x7 cards because it's a really nice big flower. And it is a 5-layered poinsettia. So this is actually a very easy poinsettia to stamp, though. It's very easy. The only place that you have to be a little bit careful is stamping this one inside of this one. But you see it's got a cutout. So you can see to line it up very easily in there. It's got the cutout for that to go into. So you stamp this in your lightest color, then you go down to this one, then you go to this one. I'm sorry, it's a six step. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the dots that go inside. So that is when you're going all out layered poinsettia. You're just going crazy. You want every layer. You just can't get enough layers. But you can also simplify it a little bit by stamping this and stamping this inside and then adding some veins in gold or silver. So you don't have to go with all of the layers, but all of the layers really look spectacular together. And remember, these stamp sets are 2 6x8 stamp sets. So these are the big guys. Then we also have these extra pieces in here, which I really love these 4 pieces. These are perfect for big wreaths. And now that we have that 5x7 die set, you can make some bigger wreaths. They're also beautiful for just making holiday backgrounds. They're not so tiny that you've got to stamp, 10,000 images to make a background. So you've got those. And then you've got the layered leaves. So these are the layered leaves that go behind the poinsettia. And that is a 1, 2, 3 step. So you stamp this, you stamp that right inside of it, wherever you want. And then you stamp the vein in there, the leaf veins. And why I love this set so much is Alicia and I talked a lot about what makes a stamp set easy to stamp. I said, don't make any of the layers go outside of the biggest layer. Make sure that the biggest layer is the biggest layer so it's easy to die cut. So you could stamp that and die cut it out and then add your layers. Nothing is going outside of that. Nothing is going outside of these two. Everything fits inside. So if it's a little bit off, it's still going to look really good because it's not going to mess up the die line. And that's where you really see it with layered stamps. Okay, then it's got this beautiful Happy Holidays and this beautiful Merry Christmas. So that is the perfect poinsettia set. Now we have another stamp set in here. Look at all these dies. Oh, and there's dies for all the poinsettias. So, you know, you've got this big poinsettia die right there to cut it out. You can cut out all the greenery as well, and you can cut the leaves. So we're not leaving you hang there. Okay, this one, I absolutely love this. This little stamp set is called Starstruck. Now this is a 4x6 stamp set. Look at this one. Isn't this fun? Look at that. So this is just one of those stamps that everybody needs because it kind of has that kind of blizzardy feel to it, but it's stars. And stars you can use year round. Stars are great for 4th of July. Stars are great for wedding cards and celebrations. They're great for birthday cards. But it has a little bit of a holiday feel to it because they're on strings. So again, in trying to make sure that when you buy a kit like this, that you're not just saying, I can only use it for Christmas and I'm done. You're going to be able to use this one year round. We put Happy New Year in here because that's a great Happy New Year design. We put Merry and Bright, Jingle All the Way, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, but you add a birthday greeting to that. You add a big hello greeting to that. And you do a rainbow design and then stamp this on top with gold or silver. Stars are perfect for everything. They're just magical. That's right. Magic unicorns and parties. Absolutely. I love that. And it does have that Christmas light feel. But it also reminds me of going to a really fun outdoor restaurant at night where they've got lights that kind of look like this hanging. And that would give me a summer vibe. So you could definitely use this for so many things. Okay, so now we've got all of those. Now we did, which I showed you in this card, we did a big piece and shadow die. That was by special request. We had a customer request piece and they said, oh, I have Christmas, I have Hanukkah, I have all the other things that you've created, but I don't have a piece die. So we did a piece and a shadow that goes behind it. It's a very delicate design. I made sure that I cut it and I layered it on some vellum there so that you could see what that looks like. A very delicate design for this one. And peace is always appropriate. You know, I know that you have stamps in your collection that just say, it's just a strip sentiment that says wishing you peace. Just tape off the word peace and do wishing you, and then use the peace die and shadow, and it makes a beautiful sympathy card. So again, although it's beautiful for the holidays, it is one of those things that can be used for other things other than just Christmas. Hey, I just saw my friend Chuck Meadows pop in with a comment, and I just want to wish Chuck a very happy birthday. It is Chuck's birthday. Chuck is the inventor of the Chucky tool that I use all the time in my videos, and it is his birthday. So happy birthday, Chuck. We love you, and we are so happy to have you as part of our Gina K Designs family, and I hope that you had a fantastic day today. So everybody wish Chuck a happy birthday when you see him around our Facebook group. Okay. So you get that piece and shadow die. I'm running out of room to put all of this stuff. Okay, I'll just lay it right there. Piece and shadow, so you see it. Okay, so now we have a little special gift for you. So I'm going to move this all out of the way because I want to show you the special gift. This is something that isn't normally in our kits, but it is, for all intents and purposes, it is Christmas. So we wanted to give you a little holiday gift, and I just dropped it on the floor. Oh, let me get it. Okay, so I decided one of the things that is the most frustrating for me, and I know that it's frustrating for a lot of crafters out there, is when you are making a card like this and you want to do a little strip sentiment and you want to do it on black with white embossing powder, and you get embossing powder little flecks all over the place, and it becomes very difficult to do this. Now, it's not impossible, and we've done it a lot. We've all done it. But when it comes to mass producing holiday cards, sometimes it's easier to have it done for you. So what we've done is we are giving you a set of dies, an extra set of dies. These, pardon me, these eventually will be available on our website for purchase, for a separate purchase. Sorry, I'm a little dry. But look at these. This is a set of strip sentiments, and it doesn't have the little flag tails on the ends. So these are just the very simple ones. I've got to put them in the right order here so that you can see all the different sizes that you get. So there's probably not a strip sentiment in your collection right now that won't fit in one of these. And we did a huge die set here for you. There we go. So I think that's all of them. Does it have 6 dies or 7 dies? I think it might. Does it have 7? It looks like 7. I don't think I have duplicates in this one. Okay, so that is a lot of dies right there. And let me look at my set here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it has 7 dies in it. So you get 7 dies for your strip sentiments. So you guys have tons of strip sentiments in your collection. But what we added in this kit is the first of many strip sentiment collections. And this one favors the holidays. So you're going to get a full sheet of black with white designs. So let me back out just a little bit. You could make a tree with it. You're absolutely right. That does look like a little Christmas tree. You put one of the stars from that star set on top, right? One of those stars right on top. And you could make a tree. That would be adorable. Okay, so you're going to get all of these. So you're going to get all these love and joys, which is perfect for peace, love, and joy. You're also going to get wishing you, which is perfect for wishing you peace. Then you're going to get a bunch of other strip sentiments that you can use for your cards. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Merry and Bright. You can do Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah from our family to yours. Merry Christmas to you and yours if you want a shorter greeting. And then you can also say Happy Holidays with love, Merry Christmas with love, Happy Hanukkah with love, or just with love if you want a simple greeting on your card. Then we also have them in white. So these are all done. And you get both sheets of these in this kit and this die set as a special gift from us. Now, these are all printed with a commercial grade resin, just like our foil mates. So you can foil these. So you can, but what I recommend, if you're going to foil them before you cut them out. Because once you cut them out, you get little dents from the dies, which I love. It's a little border that happens on every die cut that you will ever do. You will get that little border because of the window. So you can kind of see it here. You see how it kind of looks like an enamel greeting and you've got that little beveled edge. Well, if you foil that now, it's going to show black around where it, gets indented. So that is a problem. So what I would recommend is pick a greeting that you want to foil and cut the little chunk out. Like let's say you want to do Happy Holidays. Cut that little chunk out. Maybe die cut this one first in black and keep that and use that for something else. Cut the little chunk out, foil it, and then cut them out. So I'll definitely show you that as well in a video. But these you can cut out and then foil afterwards because you don't have to worry about the edges. You're only going to be foiling the words. So you can foil them. Denise, you have a great question. Can we order more if we want? Right now, these are not on our website. But if we get a ton of requests for them, we are definitely going to offer them as a separate standalone purchase. And we've got lots of other designs coming out in the future, just like these, but for other things. We're going to be doing them for holidays where maybe you don't want a whole die set or you don't want a whole greeting set. Maybe you want retirement strip sentiments, but you only are ever going to send 3 retirement cards in your whole life. So you don't want to buy a whole die set for it. So we are going to be doing lots of these different sets so you can buy them. They'll be quick and easy to cut out. When you don't have Mojo, you can sit with your die cutting machine while you're watching TV, cut them all out, put them in some kind of little container, and they'll always be ready to go. I cut one out here a little bit earlier, a Merry Christmas one that's ready to go. So they're very easy to cut out. And it's super fun. So what I recommend, because this is a big sheet, cut it right along here with your paper cutter. So you've got this chunk, and then cut them down this way. And this way they'll be very easy to fit into your die cutting machine, and you won't have to worry about, cutting it with your paper cutter and then cutting these in half. Just cut that whole bottom off and then cut them into tubes. And you can foil them, you can just cut them, have them in black and white, have them in white and black, however you like to use them. So these are all for you guys. They will come in your kit, and they're going to be, this is a separate set of dies, but they are going to be packed in with your piece and shadow die. We had our girls in our assembly department put them all together because we didn't want them to get lost, because they are so tiny. So we had them all go together in this bag. So that's where you'll find those. And these, the other thing that we wanted to make sure these didn't get scratched up. So these are going to be hiding behind your index sheet like this, face down. And then your cardstock will be on top. So when you open up your cardstock, don't say, oh, I didn't get my strip sentiments. Just flip these 2 sheets around and they'll be there. Okay, so that is the new kit. Now, I don't even know what to do tonight. So I just thought I would make a very, very simple slimline card. Nothing crazy, because we've been on the air now for over an hour and a half. And so I don't want to keep you all night, but I always love to do one project for you. I see somebody asking for subscriptions. I do want to tell you, it's kind of a secret, but it's a good news secret. That will be starting in January. We'll actually be starting in December for January. So stay tuned for subscriptions. Okay, so let me grab a little piece of cardstock here just to make it easy for you to see what I'm doing. And then I think I'm going to use some navy cardstock, although I could use blue denim for this. Why don't I use blue denim, since it's one of the colors in the kit? And it's such a gorgeous color. I really feel like I want to use it. Okay, so let's go to the overhead here, and I will cut this up. So like I said, I'm going to make a slimline card. Even though I have that beautiful 5x7 die set, I just feel like it's all too much to do everything new tonight. And I want to split it out over the next 12 videos that I have coming for you this month. So hang in there. We're going to get to a lot of this stuff. But I'm going to cut this piece of cardstock about 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger than 6 inches. Now, you know what? I got to take these earpieces out because they have been in and they are driving me nuts. Okay, there we go. Now I feel better. Okay, so this is going to be a fun blue denim card. I really like this color. And I thought it would be fun to maybe do a little silver embossing on this. And then I thought it would be fun to use this stamp set here to kind of see what some of these stars look like. All right. So I have a big acrylic block here. You can use your Misty for this, but I'm going to use a big acrylic block just to make it easy. I don't know if it'll be easy. I say just to make it easy. It might not be as easy as the Misty. So I'm just going to put that on there. Okay, I'm just going to rub my finger over that to get that primed a little bit. Oh, Tom is back. Now I feel like it's a regular live. We've seen everything. The incentive stamp set, in case you missed it, is this one right here. This is a beautiful little stamp set. It is called Peace, Love, and Joy, and I made this quick little card with it earlier today just to show you what it looks like. Okay, and that's yours free. Remember, yours free with any $75 purchase. It automatically ships. You don't have to put it in your cart. Okay, so I'm going to use a little embossing magic on this. This will be a very fun card. This could almost be a New Year's card. We could do a little Happy New Year. There is Happy New Year in here, isn't there? Yeah, Happy New Year. That might fit right on there. Well, let's do the stars first. So I'm going to use some of the Gina K Designs embossing and watermark ink. And I got myself a new silver powder. Some of my powder was getting a little bit old, and I find that when powder gets too old, it starts to, I don't know, like pucker or something. And so I decided to get myself a new one. So I'm going to ink this up with the Gina K Designs embossing and watermark ink. You can also use Versamark ink for this. That's totally fine. It does leave a watermark behind, so you should be able to see where you're stamping it. So we're just going to do some stars going right down the thing. We're going to use this as a big background stamp. This is going to be a really simple card. Hanukkah is spelled wrong? Where is Hanukkah spelled wrong? On the sheet? Oh, no. Okay. All right. We will take care of that tomorrow, and you might end up just with the extra right on top in your kit. We will fix that. So you're going to get extras. Okay. All right. So that's one. All right. Let's do another row right here. Okay. There we go. And we're going to do another row. I know I'm inking the whole thing up like this is a really wide card, but I'm so scared to miss the one side, right? Isn't this just fun? There we go. Okay. And I think I'll just leave that at the bottom empty. All right. So now I'm going to use my silver embossing powder. There we go. Ooh, that looks good. And then I've got my heat tool here. What we'll probably do is we'll probably just print the Hanukkah on a quarter sheet of cardstock because you can see here that, you know, I thought I double checked that too. I hate when that happens. I really do. But we only have 5 greetings here. We'll give you like a quarter sheet or a little less than a quarter sheet of the Happy Hanukkah in black and in white, and we'll add them into the kit as we pack them. So you'll get the right ones, don't worry. And you can just throw those away. I know Hanukkah is spelled different ways, but not wrong. And that is just wrong. It's spelled with a CH. I spelled it like that in my Simon Says Stamp set. But that's all right. Things happen. Things happen. You'll get a few extra ones, and we'll make it right. We never don't make it right. Okay, look at how pretty that is coming up. This is such a fun stamp. Can you imagine, like, just like a birthday party for a kid or any kind of celebration? This would be so fun on a retirement card. It just screams, let's celebrate. Even though this is really big, I need to turn it. I know I should have my clothespin. But you know what, guys? I am tired tonight. I don't even feel like turning around and getting my clothespin out. It almost feels okay to just burn myself. Okay. I want to make sure that's really embossed because the gun is getting a lot hotter now. So I'm going to go back up here. Do it a little bit more. Oh, nothing's like a nice, fresh embossing powder. I don't know what that is, but look how fun that is. Isn't that just so cute? Yes, Judy, for a background, for a graduation card, it's perfect. Yes, we know, Levon. We just addressed the Hanukkah being spelled wrong. We're going to take care of it, so you will get the correct ones. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this out before I add my greeting. I'll get my die cutting machine here. I am still hooked up to this. I gotta get these earpiece off of me. It's still strapped in, and I went to turn around. I almost strangled myself. All right, so I am going to cut this. Let me move this up just a little bit. I am going to cut this using our Master Layouts 7. I'm going to start to say like Slimline Master Layouts. I really did make this bigger, but I want to make sure I have enough room here for whatever greeting I'm going to use. I think that's going to fit there just fine. We'll put that right at the bottom. Yes, that'll work. Okay, so we're going to cut that out. And again, we're going for simplicity, but that's what's really fun too about a card like this is so graphic and so fun and so easy. It's really not a terrible thing. I mean, typos happen. This is a typo that if it had to happen somewhere, I'd rather it happen on something that we manufacture in-house than something that would have to be sent away for. So I'm actually grateful that it happened where it happened. I'm gonna look at it in a positive way. I'm also not thinking, so I gotta keep my die cutting machine out. So now I'm gonna cut this panel. This is the plain rectangle that coordinates with the Master Layouts 7. And I'm gonna need a piece of white cardstock. I have one right over here. So let's just get that in there. Is it gonna fit this way? No, it's not gonna be comfortable. That'll worry me. So we'll just do this. I've got lots of room for greetings off the side here. Ooh, there we go. Lynn, you've seen Hanukkah spelled with 2 N's and 1 K? I don't know. Maybe I looked it up on Google. I don't know. I'm going to have to look and double check, but I am not 100% sure. I thought I checked it. In fact, I thought I checked it and corrected it, but I hope I didn't look at the wrong thing. You know, sometimes you look at things and you think you're looking at the right thing. Can't believe everything on the internet, guys. All right, so now I'm going to create a card base here. And I think I'll use blue denim again for my card base. Oh, you know what would be pretty? I know what I'm going to do for my card base. I just thought of it. I'm going to use some of... Sorry, I walked away, so I don't know if you still can hear me. I'm going to use some of our silver cardstock. This is a brushed silver, and I think it would be beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to cut it 6.5 inches. Tom, we're going to give this card away if somebody wants it.
Okay.
Do you know any Christmas songs, Tom? All right, we're going to score this. So this is cut now at 6 1/4 by 6.5. We're going to find the 6.5 side. And we're going to score it at the 3 1/4 mark. Okay, there we go. We're going to press that in. This is a nice thick cardstock. I love this cardstock. It's so beautiful. See that shine to it? It's almost like it's just, I don't know, it's like jewelry to me. It's beautiful, like a brushed silver. Okay, and then this will go onto my white panel and then onto the card base. So let's do this first. We're not going to put it on the card base until we get the greeting on there. Sounds kind of Christmassy over there, Tom. Okay. There we go. And then that will go on top. Isn't that pretty together? It's so fun and so festive. All right. Now I'm going to use my Misty for my greeting because I don't trust myself at this late hour. Normally, I am already home and in bed, even on live night. Home and in bed and scrolling on Instagram. Looking for all your cards. Okay, so we'll see if this still fits, and it does. Happy New Year. Could do Jingle All the Way, but I think Happy New Year is the ticket. I want to make a New Year card. You know what else would look really cute? Is these greetings here. We could do peace, love, and joy, or greetings of the season, but I'm sticking with this one, Happy New Year. And Chuck, I don't know if you're still here, but I got to tell you that I got the absolute sweetest email this morning from your dad, Roy. And Roy sent me an email and he said, "Good morning. I certainly enjoy watching your videos." So sweet. With my son, Chucky. And kind of made me cry a little bit, Roy, if you're watching. And he just said, "I thought I would share that today, September 22nd, is Chucky's birthday. Thank you for being an important part of his life." Well, Chuck, you know what? You're an important part of my life. So I hope that you give your dad a big hug for me, and he can give you a big hug from me too for your birthday. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here. I did that with some Gina K Designs watermark ink, and I'm going to use my Chucky tool in honor of Chuck. There we go. And now we're going to do that in silver too. Okay. This is just such a simple contemporary card, and it would also be a great money mailer. I always think the slimline shape is a great shape for mailing, you know, not where you would actually mail the money, you would give the money, but it's just a nice size. I'm going to go back and I am going to stamp that H one more time. Okay, wish me luck. I'm going to add a little bit more just to the top of that H. Okay. That's daring. Don't do that at home. Because if it doesn't work, I'll just make this card again and send it to the winner. But yeah, that worked. That was dumb luck. There we go. Perfect. That looks nice. Okay. So now I'm going to add that onto the card base. And I feel like this would have been pretty too. If you guys watched me recently, you may have seen a card that I did where I used terrific tape to do a border. I think that would have been pretty to do a little border going across there. And I did get a little embossing powder right here. So I'm just going to rub it out with a little bit of mono sand eraser there. So if you get any embossing powder in any places you don't want it, the mono sand eraser is a great tool to get rid of it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to give it one more shot because that Y needs a little bit more embossing powder too. Can I do just the Y? I don't think I can. I might be able to. Well, you know what? We might just have a nice thick greeting on there. That's okay. There we go. Just feel like it needed a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll give this a try and see how that looks. And then if that's not right, we're done. That's as much as we're gonna do. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Felt like it needed to be more bold. That's fun. Now, you see that? That is really fun. Nice and shiny and sparkly. Okay. I'm not adding any more embossing powder to it, I promise. You guys will come back tomorrow morning and I will still be working on this. I'm good with that. Okay. So let's add this to to this silver card base. And we will call that a clean and simple but shiny fun card. Isn't that fun? I really like that. I love the way it shines. Could also add some sequins randomly in there if you wanted. You could add a little washi tape strip across if you wanted, but it is also really fun, just plain, clean, and simple like that. Okay, well, Tom, I'm gonna leave this card so that it's kind of just opening a little bit because you can really see the shine when it's just open the way the light's hitting it.
Yes.
Okay. So we did it. We had a successful release party with everybody, all of our friends here joining us. How fun. All right, so Tom, what do you say about the card? I'm going to let you pick the winner.
Okay. Well, it was a tough call, but we were going to spin the wheel. And then a few people made a suggestion that was very interesting because Chuck has been with us for quite a few years now, hasn't he?
Well, he's been certainly watching Stamp TV and watching my videos. And then he actually is now a moderator for us. So he works for us in our Facebook group.
Oh, so are we allowed to give this card to Chuck? What do you think?
I think we're allowed to, because I think the crafting industry is kind, and we don't have those kind of mean rules that exclude people for being helpful.
So it was a great suggestion. A few of the viewers graciously offered to just suggested giving it to Chuck for his birthday and for his just great presence here. And so Chuck.
And for this great idea that has saved many, many arthritic hands. Chuck Meadows, you are the winner. We hope that this birthday, this year, is a happy new year and another wonderful adventure around the sun. Happy birthday, Chuck. You are the winner of this card. Yay, Chuck. Woohoo! All right, everybody. Well, that's it. All of the products are now available on our website at ginakdesigns.com in the What's New category. Again, another shout out to our wonderful friends at One Click Wisconsin for making it a smooth ride tonight. We didn't hear one complaint. If you did have any trouble ordering or you had trouble with the checkout process, give our customer service a call tomorrow at 1-844-358-1447, or you can email them tonight at info@ginakdesigns.com. You can find all of that information on the banner on our homepage of our website, and get in touch with them. And tomorrow morning when they get in, they will help you and they will make sure that you can get your order put in.
Big shout out to our team here at Gina K Designs.
Oh my goodness. Our wonderful pickers, packers, assemblers, our customer service team, my assistant, Sammy. I mean, we couldn't do it without such a wonderful team. They help us month after month put on really fun release parties, and then they are all raring to go the next day, trying to get your orders out as quickly as possible. And so thank you, Tom, for the music tonight.
Yeah, great fun.
Yeah, it's always fun. All right, everybody. Well, we are going to call it a night. We'll be back on Wednesday at noon Central Time for another Lunchtime Live, where I will be making a card featuring the brand new Joyful Holiday Kit. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.